Greetings, this is Frosty Thundercloud, and welcome back to Wrath of the Righteous. I'm finally going to finish the damn game, episode 4. So let's go down and recruit Woodjiff. Surrender thy soul, Delvin. Iomade, protect us. Haha, got you again. How many times is that today? Take your jokes and shove 'em, tiefling. Whoa, easy there, Chief. Don't hit me.
Hey, Chief. Hey, Dreamboat, come over here. I want to talk to you about something. Something really important.
Quit bothering the decent people in here, Wooljiff, or I'll knock your teeth out!
What's it to you, Delvin Dum-Dum? You were told to guard me, and I'm not stopping you. But no one told me I had to shut my trap.
Frosty, who are you?
Wooljiff. Wooljiff Jeffdo. I deal in useful things. I can get you whatever you want. Anything. But there's just one problem.
Frosty, what do you want from me?
I'll lay it out for you. Simple job, 30 minutes tops. We go someplace, talk to someone, and in return, whatever you want, I'll get it for you. Some extra rations? No problem. Armor, weapons, scrolls, you name it. It's as good as yours. If you need my help with something, whistle and I'll be there. I'm handy enough with knives too, and even my magic know-how isn't too shabby.
What a load of guff! If you were good at magic, you wouldn't be stuck in here now, would you?
Don't you listen to him, Chief. He'd find fault with the Queen herself. I'll be useful to have in battle, and I'll sell whatever you want at a reasonable price. It's your lucky day. You won't meet another gem like me in Canabras.
Yes, Woodjiff actually is a rather strong in battle, has a rogue. Frosty, I can't help you while you're chained up. How can I free you?
That's easy. You know Irabeth? Feisty-looking gal, always wears armor. You can't miss her. She's the meanest fighter in the whole city. When you see her, put in a good word for me, will ya? Tell her there's this guy Wooljiff locked up for no good reason in the Defender's Heart. Well, for the follies of his youth. And he really wants to get out on bail so he can keep up his good behavior and make a contribution to society. You got that? Will you do it?
Frosty, all right, I'll talk to Irabeth about your situation.
I knew I could count on you. Knew it the moment I laid eyes on you.
Frosty, we'll talk later. Go ahead and loot everything down here. Light hammer. Some scale mail. A little bit of coin and some junk. Alright, here.
I'm gone.
Is that everything? Yep, alright. Now, there's a puzzle here. As far as puzzles go, there's absolutely no clues to how to solve it. But since it's just 3 levers with 2 positions each, that means there's only 8 possible combinations. And the particular combination to this one, if you went, left to right, moving one at a time, then coming back and checking it, you would solve it pretty much instantly. So not a good puzzle, but nowhere near as annoying as many of the others. Alright, this is a headband of alluring charisma. Scroll of magic missile, scroll of shield, scroll of mage armor, potion of luster restoration, and elemental essence. Alright.
Follow my steps.
I don't intend to use Woodjiff in my party, but I do want to do his quest so I can unlock Finian. Irbeth. Any success? How is the city? Frosty. There's a tiefling chained up in Defender's Heart. What can you tell me about him? Irbeth. Woodjiff is a petty thief from a gang of thieflings operating in Canabris. That's what they call them in these parts. They tried to rob a vendor of magical items recently. Unfortunately, we apprehended only one of them. The rest managed to escape. We have nowhere else to keep him apart from the Defender's Heart, but it's hardly a prison. Woodjiff knows it too. He's been begging us for days to let him go free or have someone vouch for him. He's already asked you to put in a good word for him, hasn't he? If you want to recruit Woodjiff and put him to good use, go ahead and take him off our guards' hands. We can ill afford to let a soldier spend their days watching over a middling thief. I hope the tiefling proves useful, should you decide to take him along. Frosty, I have to go. Irbeth, may Iomade keep you safe. Go back down to the basement.
Well, Chief, what do you got for me?
Frosty, I talked to Irbeth and I've decided to make you part of your troop. We'll see how it goes.
You must be a smooth talker. Come on, Delvin. Get these bracelets of yours off me. I'm going free.
You're sure to regret this. This tiefling will fleece you for everything you've got. Mark my words.
You're a bitter little man, Delvin. Petty and mean. You can't even be happy for me, can you? I pity you. I'll leave you alone with your sad little soul. So long. And now, Chief, straight down to business. You see, I'm one of those guys that people around here call thieflings. We just call ourselves the family. After we knocked over that shop and I got stuck here in the Defender's Heart, a little bird told me that big sister Charisme wanted to see me. That she had some questions to ask me. You following? Now, she won't be asking me questions like, Woljif, how'd you manage to get out of this one? Or, Woljif, you're so thin, didn't they feed you? No, something serious has gone down, and I just know they want to try to pin something on me. I can feel it in my tail. So, I knew right away that I couldn't go alone. You turned up just in time, Chief. You don't need to do anything when we get there. Just stand behind me and look mean, and I'll handle the rest. Somehow. Let's go, I'll show you the way.
All right.
Let's head out.
There's still a lot to do here in the Defender's Heart, but I'm going to leave it for later, and I'm going to start Woodjiff's quest.
Let us be careful.
And in the process, I'll recruit 2 more party members. Alright, so I'm going to take everybody with me for right now. Well, no, I'm going to leave Camilla behind. Because I don't want to use Camilla. And I'm going to recruit 2 party members while I'm out and about.
Do not fear. Do not
So
waver.
what is this ambush? One cultist over there, one cultist over here. Alright, land,
You
shoot
crossed
this
the
guy.
wrong mongrel.
Woodjiff. Alright, Valiant. You. Woodjiff.
Cover me,
you.
all right?
And then the rest of you go after
Attack.
this one. Okay. Just a little bit of XP and loot. No big deal. These can get tedious after a while. See what I mean? Random encounter.
Yet another obstacle. You won't survive me.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Aim carefully.
Alright. There we go. Of Woodjiff and Sela in the front line. Valiant and Tandem flanking. Rusty bringing up the second line. And then my next 2 characters will go right in here. And then Lan has the rear guard. Alright, Knowledge Arcana. Check successful. These enormous cracks appeared after a magically induced earthquake struck the land. Gee, I wonder how that happened. Tiefling, no, I'll tell you everything. Just don't hit me. I never stole nothing. I only just joined the Thieflings. It was all them, back there. They found an underground passage to the Grey Garrison, and they've been nicking stuff out of there ever since. Low down thieving toe rags, that's what they are. But I ain't had nothing to do with it, I swear. Woodjiff, Brother Gort, is that you? Tiefling, Brother Woodjiff. I thought you'd pegged it in Irbeth's jail. Woodjeff, happy to see you too. Frosty, an underground passage to the Great Garrison? Tell me more. Tiefling, right. So the temple around here, the Temple Iomade, has a cellar and has a passage leads from it right to the Great Garrison. The Tieflings, my pals, damn a lot of them, have been using this passage on and off to sell all sorts of stuff to the soldiers in the Great Garrison. So when the demons burst into the city, we thought to check up on the Great Garrison to see how the soldiers were faring and to offer our assistance. Woodjeff, don't give me that look. This is the first I'm hearing of this. Tieflings keep secret from each other too, you know. Frosty, why are you afraid of me? Tiefling, you're one of them crusaders, aren't you? You lot hate our guts. The Tieflings, I mean. You lock us up and do worse to us. I'm not a Tiefling, not really. Well, I'm not really a crusader per se. I mean, what I'm here for is definitely a benefit to the crusade, you know, providing repose for the dead and hunting the undead. But I'm definitely not, you know, a crusader of Iomade out here to smite evil. Can I help you somehow? Yeah, let me go, please. Go on your way. Tiefling, cheers for letting me go like this. I'll remember you in 100 years. I will. I'll name my firstborn after you. Yeah. I kind of doubt that. Dretch.
Distract them for me.
Dretch are so annoying. At least until you get communal delay poison, then they become harmless. They're not very strong, but that stinking cloud spell that they love to cast. Some junk and a little bit of coin.
Tread lightly.
Alright, so we've got some marauders. Lan.
Endure
Pump
this.
that illusionist full of arrows before he can cast invisibility.
Forwards!
The light take you! The inheritor, guide my blade!
Miscellaneous equipment for loot.
I'm gone.
I will help where I can.
Alright, well, heal up tandem. Yeah, well, alright, well, heal tandem for a decent amount. There we go. Scroll up protection from law. That's of limited value since I'm not going to be fighting very many lawful creatures. Quick save.
We'll make this quick. She won't feel a thing.
I don't know. Can we really do this?
Listen, we don't have a choice. There are demons everywhere. What else would you have us do?
A group of knights surrounds a young elven girl. She's dressed in rags and barely covers hideous scars on her body. The bigger girl is on her knees, watching placidly as the people argue heatedly around her. It is as if she doesn't sense the limiting threat at all. A black crow flies in agitated circles above her head.
In Iomede's name, we're sorry, girl, but it is our duty. We have to do this, not for our own sake, but for the sake of everyone who can still be saved from the demons. If we don't win this battle, you won't have long to live anyway.
They're insane! We've got to do something!
I understand. You're scared. You feel powerless. You think this will help. You don't have to justify yourselves to me. Just do what you've decided to do.
Frosty, what's going on here?
We...
Our weapons barely scratch the demon's hides. We're sacrificing this girl to Iomede so we can consecrate our weapons with her innocent blood and gain the power to destroy the spawn of the abyss.
It's extreme, but we have no other choice. We have to defend this city somehow, or else we'll all perish, including her.
Yeah, that might work for an evil deity, but not for Iomede. Lore Religion 16. That's ridiculous. The teachings of Iomede strictly prohibit killing of innocents. The goddess will curse you for making this so-called sacrifice.
How do you know what the goddess wants or doesn't want? Who are you, her herald?
Failed the lore check.
I am Iomede's paladin. If I lie, may the goddess strike me down. What you intend to do is a repugnant crime, and heinous blasphemy.
Exactly. What were you thinking? The goddess would never allow this.
Whose idea was this anyway? I think it was yours.
My idea? I was against the whole thing right from the start. Who said we needed to make a sacrifice? Wasn't it you? You can't blame anyone else for that.
Please don't fight! All of you are good people, defenders of the city. You just made a mistake. Please don't hurt them.
The little girl is defending the people who wanted to slaughter her a minute ago. She's either a saint or she's insane. Maybe the two together.
Yeah, you're right, Lan. It's definitely the two together.
Hey, I know her. I see her all the time on the street. She's a couple of cards short of a full deck, if you know what I mean.
Hi. Remember when we used to play together when we were little? But then you went and got all big. And I stayed the same for some reason.
Huh? I played with you? Pull the other one.
You did. We played tag and hide and seek. Then you and the bigger boys came up with the game where you all threw stones at me. You laughed so hard. It made me happy too. But then you grew up and went away to do grown-up things. Want to play with me now?
For the love of... Canabras is too damn small.
Frosty, go to Defender's Heart Tavern. That's where the survivors are gathering. And don't even think of doing something so disgusting ever again.
Thank you.
They're gone. And they all lived. I was sure that someone would die today. So many people have died here already. But we are still alive for some reason. Strange, isn't it? But you shouldn't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just a silly girl, really.
Frosty, I don't think you're an ordinary girl. And that crow you have there, it's not ordinary either.
No, don't be silly. I'm very ordinary. Well, I know different types of tricks, but Soot taught me those. Now, Soot here, she truly is unusual. She's clever and she can talk, but only to me. She teaches me magic tricks and lots of other stuff. I don't know what I'd do without her.
Frosty, magic tricks, you say? You could prove useful when fighting the demons, and I'll be able to protect you from insane soldiers on the street. Come with me.
Sure, let's go.
Okay. So I'll give Ember the headband of Alluring Charisma since she's a charisma-based caster. She's actually a very powerful witch. As a witch, she has a good amount of offensive firepower. In this case, literally firepower, because she has traits which make her extremely good with fire magic. Of course, demons are kind of resistant to fire magic, but later on you can get feats and other abilities which will let her be very effective, even using fire. Quiver Cold Iron. For the time being, she can keep using the light crossbow. I don't really want her attacking with a weapon anyway. So I'm going to set Divine that to be auto-cast on her. Now let's check formations. Where's she at? No. Alright. I want you to take the center here. Put Valiant back on the flank. And Ember already has the point-blank shot ability, so she won't... Ooh, won't. Dang it. Alright, let's do this again. Alright. Sela, Wajif, front line. Valiant, tandem on the flanks. Frosty, second line, to back up with his reach weapon. Ember in the center. Land, rear guard. There we go. Alright, I don't see any mages in this group. So we'll just wade through them. Woodjiff's been hurt, so Ember heal Woodjiff.
Yes.
That's the problem with using fear, is sometimes the enemies will run away and drag you into repeated fights. As long as it's trash mobs like this, it's no big deal. But if it drags you into a stronger fight, that can be a bit of a problem. Alright. Yeah, well, Woodruff, once again, I don't fight very many good people, so protection from good doesn't really do me any good. A bunch of junk.
Follow my steps.
Go ahead and loot all these bodies. Random gear. Cart is laden with possessions looted from surrounding houses. Not anymore. No.
Did we find trouble?
No,
Alright.
they did.
Into the fray! I'm done with you!
There we go. Build a bridge out of debris. Athletics,
Thanks, Land.
DC 12.
So awesome, Land.
There we go. How are we doing on experience? Yeah, we got a ways to go yet.
Can we retreat already?
A
Some
solid
bugs.
flat.
Alright, definitely doing a save here. Raymond, my beloved brother, I admire your zeal, of course, but would you not agree this is hardly the time to be standing guard over a hole that no one will ever emerge from, or perhaps you're concerned that someone will decide to go for a nighttime stroll and will accidentally fall into it. Such foresight is laudable, but do you really need so many soldiers for such a task? Can't you warriors be put to better use, for instance, fighting demons or clearing rubble while the people trapped beneath might still be alive? Well, he does have a valid point here. Hold on. Don't you dare call me brother, heretic. How dare you accuse me of doing nothing to protect the city, especially now when followers of your temples were caught committing treason. To my mind, you are no different than the demon worshippers, those miscreants, those beasts that are digging under the city walls. Raymond, everyone knows, my dearest prelate, that your zealous pursuit of order in the city, you have long since forgotten how to tell friend from foe, and good from evil. That's what happened with my adepts whose act of, quote, treason was genuine attempt to save the city. And yet again, I am forced to repeat myself. While we are wasting time on pointless quarrels, people are dying under the rubble in our city. People whom we could have saved if you'd only set your soldiers to the task and not kept them here, surrounding a useless and utterly harmless hole in the ground. Hold on. Harmless? Well, if it's on your say-so, then there must mean there's someone down there. Your associates, no doubt, and they're just waiting for us to abandon our post before they slink out and try again, too. And you, I remember you. You appeared in my city the day the demons attacked and Trendlev died. What are you doing here? Answer at once, I'll have you strung up by your ankles before you know it. Don't think that the demons have wounded me. I still have enough strength to take on 100 of your sort. And what is this hideous creature? Halloran points at Lan with suspicion. Lan. Lan, at your service, the mongrel ducks his head with a bow. My forebears fought in the First Crusade. I've lived in Canarbrus my whole life, but you haven't ever seen me before. Ah, it must be because you don't ever venture into your underground district. We've been meaning to complain to the city authorities that our paving stones have been in need of repair for a long time. Halloran. The First Crusade. So you're a mongrel. Humph. You obviously know human speech. Surprisingly well, in fact. Alright, let's be off with you. The prey looks at you. If he causes any trouble, I shall hold you to responsible. Come to think of it, you still haven't told me who you are. See, in this instance, Holron is a legitimate authority in the city and can do a lot of good. But in his current state, I would say he's actually more of a threat to the city than a benefit. Alright, I'll try to stay peaceful a little bit longer here. I'm not really a crusader, but I guess I am fighting to liberate Knarbris from the demons, kinda incidentally. Huh, a crusader, you say? Huh, I'll be looking into that. You obviously don't know to whom you are speaking. I'm the one who decides who's a crusader and who's a traitor to the city. Holron Shapruk, prelate of Knarbris, by her grace of Her Majesty Queen Galfrey, the city's defender against threats from within and without. Raymond, and as we can see, you've done a sterling job protecting the city. I am Raymond of Edmine, prior of the Temple of Desna, which alas currently lies in ruins. Wise Holron here believes it is vital to guard this hole in the ground from which he is certain demons will emerge at any moment. I've been trying to convince him that the city has far more urgent matters to deal with. For instance, rescuing those currently dying under the rubble. Hold on. You know what? There may in fact be one matter that is more important than guarding this hole. I've put it off and put it off, and look where it's led us. I should have had you hung up from the gates back when you were dared to defend your gang of delinquents, demon collaborators. If Sakaris had hung Arulu Valish when they had the chance, there never would have been a war. I won't repeat their mistake. I won't hesitate any longer. Soldier, seize the scum. Sela, prelate, see reasons. These are frightening times, but threatening to hang somebody without trial, that is unworthy of a servant of Iomade. Holron. Least you forget, girl, we may serve the same goddess, but you are not an inquisitor. I don't question the way I choose to serve Iomade, and I won't question yours. Alright. Frosty, what precisely are you accusing Raymond of, Inquisitor? Hold on. Treason. Not long before the city was attacked, several fellows from his temple tried to secretly access the Wardstone and perform an unknown ritual over it. The Wardstone of Knarbris, the gift for Elmodade, the bringer of light, wrought by the hands of her herald, the first in the chain, and followers of that crazy runt of a goddess try to meddle with it using their magics after hearing a voice in their dreams. My soldiers almost had them caught when Raymond got in the way, allowing the traitors to go to ground. I made a mistake. I didn't have him locked in a cell and interrogated within an inch of his life, and now the city lies in ruins. It's time to rectify that mistake. I've told you before, and I'll tell you again, my people foresaw the attack in the city. They knew the Wardstone already carried the seed of corruption within it. They were simply trying to heal it. Now, we know from our contact with the Wardstone back in the Great Garrison that Monago was trying to exploit a flaw or corruption in the Wardstone. So, right now, I have good evidence that Raymond's guys are correct and that Halloran is in the wrong here. Hold on. I've heard similar claims before. Now, where was it? Oh, yes. From Staunton Vale, the traitor you brought down that brought down Dresden. The lesson of the past have taught us a great deal, and that's why I never believed you or your mom's eyes, even for a second, and I was right. Alright. So I believe the correct thing here is to protect Raymond. Rusty, chaotic. Don't lay a finger on him, or you'll have to answer to me. Raymond. Stop. You are defenders of what remains of Canabras. Can't you think of anything better to do than be at each other's throats in the ruins of the city? You performed an action that was chaotic. Raymond. You fool, Halloran. You zealot and murderer. But you're a fool, first and foremost. I told you the Wardstone was weakened. You wouldn't listen. I warned you the city was going to be attacked. You shooed me away. The truth is that my young adepts were trying to save the Wardstone, and you stopped them. Of course, those truly responsible for this tragedy are the demons. But you have done nothing to prevent it, and now you still rather kill innocent person and perish yourself than admit that you were wrong, as always. Hold on. Beast, heretic, traitor, he slipped away again. What about you? Whose side are you on? You want me to believe you're no cultist? Go and recapture that traitor for me, or perhaps you want to defend him. In that case, my soldiers don't need to be told twice. Frosty, Raymond really warned you about the attack? I'll run. Those crazy Dresdens are always bursting into my study with the incoherent prophecies that come to them in their dreams. I won't lie, sometimes what they say did come to pass, but can really rely on woolly dreams of heretics over the cold hard facts of intelligence reports. Plenty of demons could have easily fooled them and whispered treacherous plans in their dreams, and these lunatics would have been only too happy to listen. Well, Desna is a goddess who does send prophecies to her followers in their dreams. And he is right. That demons can also trick people by sending them messages in their dreams. This time, Mr. Curls for Brains came to me and declared that demons were about to attack the city and that the Wardstone's power was diminished by some kind of contamination or taint. Iomade, forgive me for even repeating the words. After uttering such blasphemy, he should have been locked up along with his followers and interrogated, but instead I simply increased the surveillance on them. And what next? My people caught them red-handed trying to attack the Wardstone with unknown magic, and not 3 days later, the demons attacked the city. There was an obvious connection between these events, whether deliberate or under demonic influence. The Desnants played right into the hands of Discari's hordes, and they left the city completely defenseless. Raymond covered for his people the whole time and helped them escape my guards. After that, what else can he be but a traitor and a heretic? Alright, so now I know from my encounter with the Wardstone and Monago trying to seduce it that Monago knows that there's a flaw in the Wardstone. I know from Staunton Vale that the storyteller who is known and very well respected within the Church of Pharasma, also says there's a flaw within the Wardstone. And now here, the Church of Desna, who is a good deity, she's chaotic good. She doesn't believe in law, but she does believe in good. Also says there's a flaw with the Wardstone. I mean, this is 3 pieces of evidence pointing to a serious problem here. At this point, definitely Holron should be, being a inquisitor and then inquiring into the Wardstone. But instead, he is being a bullheaded tyrant that's just assuming everything is the way he thinks it is, with no investigation, no inquiry. He's an inquisitor. He is supposed to inquire on the behalf of his god, Iomade, but he's not. Frosty, why are you obsessed with finding enemies everywhere you look? Holron, why? Why? You must not be from these parts, or you wouldn't have asked such a question. I look for enemies everywhere because our enemies are everywhere. Who are we at war with? Demons. Demons and cultists. They are masters of deception. They worm their way into your favor and masquerade in all manner of false disguises. Do you think this Dresden was taken by force? No, by trickery. Were it not for me, Canarbus would have gone the same way long ago. Captured out from under our noses. Now listen to what I'm about to tell you. This was a long time ago. I was very young then, and I had just joined the crusade back then. Canarbus didn't have a garrison so much as a public thoroughfare. Anyone who wanted could just stroll into the city. One day at dawn, a group of refugees came up to the city gates, bold as brass. The guards let them in. And why not? For no one was ever turned away. 'Twas no matter. Everyone was welcome in our city. If you came from Mendev, or if you hauled yourself here from across the seas, the crusade accepted all sundry. But on this occasion, we paid dearly for our laxity. Now, this is also a solid truth that you do need to, pay attention to who's coming and going. If you're going to have a city that lets everybody in unchecked, you might as well not even have walls. Just as soon as those innocent lambs entered the city, they transformed into demons and rushed towards the Wardstone, slaughtering everyone who tried to stop them. 62 people died in less than a minute. The demons used the mutilated corpses to desecrate the obelisk. None of them dared to go near it. The light of the goddess burned them all, so they threw the blood from afar, splattering the Wardstone from every direction. And the lead demon, the eyeless beast Monago, it was her name, jeered and gloated, saying that we mortals have been sitting ducks. And the creature was right too. We let our guard down, and we got what we deserved. It sounds to me like a mistake was made, and you've gone way, way, way overboard into correcting one mistake into making another mistake. And not just a single mistake, but multiple compounding mistakes. To the point where it's no longer just a mistake. This is corruption. The bloodbath came to be known as the Red Morning Massacre. It was burnt into the townfolk's memories. Since then, Canarbus has adopted different practices. Heretics, cultists, spies, all the rabble who converted Arulu's glory. We drove them all out of the city. We haven't had any trouble here since. Many have come back here, even the Baylor Korozamadug, Korozamadug, and they have all been straight back to where they came from. Here, the goddess curses him in order to break through our defenses. And what did I do? He left again, and we're still fighting. Now that is what vigilance and discipline can do. Frosty, there's nothing dangerous in the hole. You have no reason to guard it. Holren, I won't hear another word. Demons are hiding underground. The proof is all around you. Well, I've been underground and I know there are no demons down there. There was a enclave of cultists, but we've already dealt with that. The demons spawned that tried to crawl out can't harm anyone now. Wait, you're trying to lure me away from here, aren't you? Perhaps you're a cultist too. Want to help your friends underground, do you? Well, you won't fool me. I won't take a single step away from here. If you keep talking nonsense, I'll have you strung up for treason. Alright. What I'm about to do is definitely a crime. I should pay a severe price for doing this later. But in the time going right now, I believe it's the best course for the city. And that is, Holren needs to be eliminated. Frosty, chaotic attack. The city will be better off without you. Holren, 2 arms, death to traitors, kill the demon worshipper.
They will break against our resolve.
Alright. Now this is going to be a tough fight, especially since I didn't pre-buff. So I'm going to go into turn-based mode. Alright. Ember. Use vulnerability curse. Will save. But fortunately, even with the will save, that still reduces that Inquisitor saves for the next attack. That was a good first hit.
Make every strike count.
try to put this Inquisitor to sleep. Oh, it's immune to slumber. It's an elf. Damn it. Okay.
The light, take you!
Time to share your treasures.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
It's all your fault.
You won't survive me.
Too late for apologies.
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
Alright, Holland's down.
Endure this!
I'll hit you!
Into the fray!
Make every strike count.
Alright. So that's pretty much locked me out of the Angel, Aeon, and Devil Mythic path. Because this was definitely a crime. But I believe this was a crime that serves the interests of the city better. I'll give this to Sela. Although she can hold on to Radiance too. Alright. Now, do a quick save to make sure I actually commit to my choice here. Day 16, month Ardos. Year 4715. The demon invasion transformed all of Canarbris into one great battlefield, but nowhere in the city suffered as much as this square. This place saw the death clash of titans, the demon lord Discari leading his hordes from the abyss, and the dragon Terendelev. The demon lord Discari leading his hordes from the abyss, and the dragon Terendelev, the mightiest of the city's defenders, and one of the first to fall. The scene of destruction leaves no doubt as to battle's outcome. A skilled scout could recreate the course of the battle moment by moment simply by looking at the ruins, from the chimneys torn down by the powerful wings in a sharp dive to bloody tracks left behind when the demon dragged away the noble reptile's broken body. But no hypothetical scout gazing upon this ruins. It is Frosty, and he is not alone. The shadow of a strange, barely perceptible presence lingers over this place, like a gaze untethered from any observer. This mysterious force, unknown to mortal kind, silently assesses, judges, and seeks a better way. In an instant, Frosty is vested with this power and looks at the world from within its eyes. The past, the present, the future stand before him as a unified whole, an unmoving, multifaceted crystal that could be beautiful were it not for the fractures, blemishes, and flecks marring its splendor. What does the past see? In the past exists the one who wielded this gaze in life, although the one and life are in opposite terms for aeons, the supernatural embodiment of cosmic balance. Rather than who or what, a better word for these entities is how. This aeon appeared from outside this world, from the great beyond, to put an end to the intermingling of the planes and destroying the world wound. The chasm disrupting the order of the multiverse. Alas, the visitor from beyond proved too weak for battle, and they came to a fight. They even failed to finish casting the spell that would have sent Discari back to the abyss. With one swing of his scythe, the demon lord cut the Aeon down. What present does he see? Ruins, blood, corpses. None of this perturbs the Aeon's dispassionate gaze. The living are alive, the dead will be judged by Pharasma. All is as it should be, but the demons circling in the sky or prowling through the streets create a jarring juxtaposition, like splashes of blood red on a restrained pencil sketch. They should not be here. The world of mortals is for mortals, the demon's place is in the demon world. How sublime the world would be, everything in it knew its place. But even the demons aren't as abhorred as the sharp-edged, unassuming crystal languishing in the dirt among the bricks and smashed cobblestones. No mortal would notice it, but to the Aeon's eyes, its mere existence is an outrage against the universal laws. If the Aeon still existed, they would not stop until the crystal was unmade. But the Aeon is gone, only their gaze remains. Frosty picks the crystal up out of the dirt and stows it in his pocket. He is mortal, which means he has the power to decide what to do with it. Item received, purple stone knife. What future does he see? Good and evil, chaos and order, everything in its lawful place. In the multiverse, and it is no longer trespassing where it does not belong. Neither is disrupting the smooth and steady current, the rivers of the souls from life to death, and back to life again. Reality rid of its flaws, now perfect, and the aeons withdraw to eternity to admire its beauty, which will never be threatened again. No, I don't think so. After allowing the hero to view the world through his eyes, the little that is remained of the destroyed Aeon is killed. Even appropriate here for an entity that is so removed from life and death as we understand them, used up its last vestiges of energy, and now they are ready to disperse into nothingness, unless someone decides to preserve the Aeon within themselves. Will the hero take on this power so that he may look at the world through another's eyes, or will he allow it to vanish? Allow the Aeon's power to dissipate. Frosty is not the kind of person who relies on any eyes but his own. The final trace of the Aeon's existence fades away, sending one last look of farewell at him. That piercing, unyielding gaze, full of understanding of something significant, even if it takes that understanding with him to oblivion. Alright, so, purple stone knife. This +1 dagger adds +1 to the DC of all saving throws against spells from the evocation school that the wielder casts. I don't have very many spells as a hunter, but I do cast Snowball a lot, so that, and Snowball, I believe, is an evocation. No, it's a conjuration, never mind. I don't know if I get any evocation spells. Well, let's see. What about,
We should prepare.
spell-like ability? Doesn't specify a school of magic for this since it's a spell-like ability, not a spell itself. Okay, but I'm going to end this episode right here. Thank you very much for watching.